So I've been running through this entire place because apparently my start stream button didn't activate. I'm 100% certain I pressed it, but apparently it decided that it didn't go through at first time. So I've just been going through House of Scales, like just casually, talking to myself without actually having any progress being made in terms of like the stream. So we'll go ahead and reset it, I guess. In the meantime, I'll just hang out here while I wait for my health to regenerate, I guess. See, I was basically saying that because of the way that House of Scales works, since there's no prism for balance, we instead just get mana burn, which is pretty useless for us. So in terms of getting that, I'm not really looking for any of the gear here, or necessarily like even like more offensive abilities, so I could just go ahead and do Waterworks and just get the boots, and then we'd be just as good otherwise. But this place does have access to good rings and Thames, so we will do one run through of this, just so that way we can get it over with. Otherwise, for other side content like Tower of the Elephant, Brisk Breeze Tower, and other things, I feel like I might just tackle those later. And come back with like my shadow spells. Because I feel like doing all the side content with shadow spells is also kind of thematic for this. But why is that not active? There it is. It was just deactivated for some reason. Oh, it's this guy. He reported me to the Arcanum ones. See, now that our health is back, we'll just go ahead and go right back in. Don't want to skip over the dialogue. No. Yeah, that was weird. I'm certain I pressed the start stream button, but apparently no.
No doubt a power much greater than I ushered you through the Duat Gate, mortal. I am Baruti, one of the last remaining hands of Anubis. Please tell me you're here to help.
Thankfully, I only got like 5 minutes in before I realized.
The immortal Amit has loosed her army of the condemned upon the House of Scales, upsetting the natural balance. You say you seek a group of innocent Mander souls. I saw Apep the Snaky One hand them over to the corrupt Isfit only moments ago. Isfit was once my brother in the hands of Anubis, but now he serves Amit by preparing souls for judgment before their natural time. But if you can reach those Mander souls before they're judged on Anubis' scales, I can undo his work and restore their mortal states. Isfit has the Mander souls, but I don't know where he hides. You'll have to wrest that information from the army of the condemned.
Alright. Yeah, thankfully, again, we did not make very much progress in here at all, so it's not a big deal to just head back through. And I was actually saying that this stream is probably going to be very short, because I think I'm only going to tackle House of Scales here, because I mentioned this when I had to cut off the first one, which is like 30 seconds long. Like 30 seconds into me actually like streaming, I ended up getting an unexpected visitor. And so after dealing with that, I'm a little bit behind the schedule with this. So assuming that this takes like an hour and a half, we'll just stream for that long, or if we actually manage to beat it within an hour and a half, we have some time left over, I think we'll just cut it off there, at like an hour and a half stream. Very short, very simple, but we'll just keep it around there. I don't want to get involved in anything too long right now. More stuff to get around to. Please understand. But yeah, beyond that, there's a myth boss in here whose Earthquake could be pretty difficult, and Apep the Snaky One might also be kind of annoying because he's balanced. But beyond that, we should be able to deal with the rest of them pretty easily. Well, I mean, the rest of them, there's just the final boss. Beyond that, there's just a few mob fights, and they're not hard at all. I think this is the highest amount of resist I've ever actually had going into the House of Scales solo around this level, so I'm not even sure we'll actually have that much trouble even with the other bosses. Because on occasion I actually have lost to the final boss in my original solo runs on other characters. But I feel like with 40 passive resist, this might actually be really easy. So we'll see. If not, we can also just throw in some heals, and unlike against Moh'larz, we can actually get to use them, since we won't be taking double the amount of damage that we heal every turn.
The army of the condemned. Isfit prepares new recruits in the Hall of Echoes as we speak.
And screw Moh'larz, seriously. See, even if I got a critical heal, you would still be dealing double the amount of damage I could heal back every single turn. So yeah, we really have to go with that, like, one attempt.
You are too late, Wizard. I've already sent the sweet little Mander souls off to their day of judgment. Now it's your turn. I've never been fond of getting my hands dirty, though. So I'll retire to the Chamber of the Sistrum and let my helpers tend to the details.
Okay, yeah. So this is actually where I left off last time. I just beat up these little guys. So we're already back to where I was before. And only about 6 minutes in. So yeah, my 5 minutes guesstimate seems about right. Yeah, as you can see, we're kind of breezing through this one. It's only mob battles so far, but even once we get to the boss who's coming up, Isfit, I think his name is pronounced. They said it before, I just wasn't paying attention. He should be really easy. I'll need to pack like feints and traps potentially, because he does have Earthquake, which will get rid of all my blades. When that's said and done, it should be a simple one-shot, because an enchanted Power Nova should be able to take out the mobs even without blades. So that'll be easy. Yeah, all in all, I feel like House of Scales might only take like 30 minutes. Watch me say that it ended up taking like 3 hours. But no, unlike last night, this should be pretty easy. Beyond that though, we actually have had some good luck with our other drops and stuff, so I'm hoping I can get a good Athema ring from here. And if we do get some of the other gear, I'm not going to complain, because they do have better offensive stats. And usually I prioritize more damage over defense in a lot of cases. Okay, we got 1, but that's like a tier 1. Yeah, but even like that's a tier 3. I mean, the tier 1s are way better. So this is the weakest version of it, and it's already like close to my current thing. So that's nice. Okay, so for this guy, like I said, we're just gonna toss in traps, I think, and not really focus on blades. I'll just keep them in my deck, because it's not like a big deal, and I'll also throw in innovating.
Why is it so hard to find good help these days? Ah, fine! I'll prepare you myself!
Actually, I'll throw in Tool Veiler. I don't actually need this many cards in my deck, and it'll actually just slow me down. Specifically for this fight, I do not need these cards. But it'll still be nice to not have to constantly choose my deck every single fight. Because this should be relatively the same deck as what we're going to fight Apep with. So we'll go ahead and discard these. They're out of Feint. Yeah, because with Apep it would be like the same strategy, but with Hydra instead. And also Blades. We might need heals for him though, potentially. I like that we have this same amount of resist for everything though, so it doesn't matter what they do. Because I remember vaguely earlier on in the playthrough, where one of them actually prismed into the school I had the least amount of resistance because of the way the Zeus gear worked. And that was kind of funny, because that was actually like a top tier strat that the NPC pulled off without any intention of doing so. Alright, yeah, I think this last feint should make it more than good enough. After that, we can try putting on blades, but he might just earthquake them off. We'll have to see. Alright, yeah, I'll just throw these on anyways. Doesn't matter. Yeah, and he pit failed anyways, so we won't get it off. Okay, and this should be this guy done. Next turn I'll hit, and he should be dead. Of course, this random myth boss has access to... Wait, why do I have monstrous DCs in here? I thought I packed only gargantuans for this. I might be misremembering. Yeah, I actually think I did stick the other ones in there. Alright, that's his fit done.
I give up. Please don't let Amit devour my soul. I never wanted to upset the balance. I just wanted to be important.
That's sad.
But we can still save the Mander souls. I know a shortcut to the Hall of Justice. I will show you. Follow me.
Oh, so this dude's just an Stegosaur, and it's not really explained. Like, why is there a random Stegosaur in Krokotopia? No idea, but he's here. He's here, and he is very much in your face about it. I mean, that'd actually be kind of neat if, like, part of the lore about Stegosaurs is that a lot of them end up getting associated with death. So they end up evolving past it.
The longest haul, Wizard. The last walk for those on their way to their final judgment on Anubis' scales in the Hall of Justice. Oh, it appears Amit's pit vipers have infested the hall. Oh, and you'll have to defeat them to lower those venom auras. Well, I showed you how to get to the Hall of Justice. Good luck rescuing the Mander souls. You and I are square, right? Great, bye!
Nice. Okay, so for these guys, we're gonna need Lorraine Hydra.
Only a fool steps willingly into a viper's nest and expects to walk out again.
Toss out the traps, throw up a blade. Yep, this is all gonna be pretty easy and smooth. We'll actually probably be in and out of here within like 40 minutes, like I said. So, I'll need to figure out what I'm going to do. Maybe another Waterworks run, or maybe potentially even a... Actually, no, we might just continue with Celestial quests for a little bit. If all inside is done here, then we'll just continue on to Celestia. Oh wait, we need to actually toss these out. We need to draw into our Hydra. Oh, that's annoying. I forgot they could even do that. Alright. So, Yeah, this is the only issue. I think the boss also has that, so we might need to pack reshuffle for him. Ooh, okay, yeah. We'll need reshuffle for the boss, because I believe they can all do that. Thing, I don't think that crit at all, so that was just unlucky. Could just use another blade though. Well, they're attempting to trigger a cheat. I think it's because when you defeat a minion there, they end up triggering a cheat that causes more of them to come in, but it's only active if the boss is there. They have a weird little chain effect. So let's go ahead and pass until we can hit. They have a lot of balance resist, but even with that, they should still be able to go through crits at least. So, hopefully. If not, then I discarded the only other cards I could use to beat them. So that would be annoying. If I had to flee and then come back to these guys. Ooh, what's this? Wait a minute, is this the one that applies to 2 weaknesses? If so, that's annoying, but that is pretty cool. I never actually saw this animation being used. Oh, okay. So yeah, that is kind of cool looking. Okay. Let's try this again. Well, we need the critical. At the very least on the one in the middle. Because they have the most health. Okay, yeah. So that's a crit probably. No, that was a crit. Okay. Wow. So they must only have like 50% resistance, so... Alright. That's easy.
My fangs are broken, and my venom is powerless.
Alright, cool. So with that in mind, we will actually toss out the judgments and throw in a reshuffle. Toss out one of the... not both of them. I'm throwing Spectral Blast instead. Now let's go ahead and head back here, so we don't need to waste a potion on getting back our health for this guy. It's a long walk back, but it is way more convenient, because we still only have the one. Alright. Yeah, besides this, I actually do like the House of Scales. It's also a really good place to get stone skeleton keys, as I mentioned before.
We meet again, wizard. I thought about dealing with you in Lower Zigzag, but something told me fate had bigger plans for us. Amit is preparing to judge a group of Manda souls now. If we hurry, I'll make sure your soul is bumped to the head of the line.
I suppose it's a good source of stone skeleton keys. Unfortunately, we weren't lucky enough to get one, but it would have been cool if we did. Stone skeleton keys, by the way, in my opinion, are best spent on Ixcac's Cursed Wing, which is a stone skeleton key boss in the Pyramid of the Sun in Estaka. And they drop mounts, and more importantly, they drop a very good set of gear for level 90, relatively speaking. That's universal. And it'll actually be our hypothetical best gear before the Exalted gear. Because, well, it has no shadow rating. It has very good stats relative to it. Well, stats that are relative to it. Where it has a lot of universal resist, it has some interesting item cards on it. It's overall very good. So, that will actually be the gear we're going to get from there. And it's entirely free to play if you actually obtain it from there. Okay, so they're already throwing up elemental shields. That's annoying. Yeah, it's entirely free to play. So I actually recommend grinding out X-Cax if you have the time. Of course, it costs a stone skeleton key every time, so first things first, you need to actually get a key from it. When that's all squared up, that will sort of be the next big power-up that we get, relatively speaking. Oh, great. Oh, brah, and I don't think this one is pre-nerf, so we might be in a weird situation here. Oh, and a crit too. That's not good. Oh, okay, never mind. It was not a big deal at all, as it turns out. Didn't even leave behind a weakness or anything, so that's actually perfect. They're about to faint. One of these weaker ones hit me for free. Well, I was kind of hoping you would hit me, so you get rid of my weakness. Okay, there we go. Not weakness, my faint trap. Alright, cool. That's all of our traps. And pretty much all of our blades up too. So after this, we should be able to hit and kill this guy. I mean, even if it doesn't kill the minions, I still feel like we should go for it, just so that way we can actually guarantee the boss gets killed. And they don't throw up, say, an elemental shield on him. That would be best to avoid. Alright, cool, we got the crit. And we got the strongest hit possible, so yeah, it should be done and done. Yeah, so this is the second to last boss here. Yeah, like I said, this place is weak. This place is super easy. After Moh'larz, this place is not at all difficult. And we're only 22 minutes in. Yeah, 30 minutes to beat this place seems entirely viable at this point. Your weak house of scales. Not at all even slightly difficult. Oh, well that one had a weakness on it. That's annoying. We'll use this. Oh great, weakest hit. The other one that wouldn't kill probably. Alright, we should just be able to blade up and then hit. Again, and that will kill. Probably. Hopefully. I believe. No, that's tedious. They have availing hands too. In that case, we will discard that, throw that on there, just so that way we can be sure we kill. Please don't hit fire. Oh, come on. Why would you do that? Still, it went way over, but still. Come on. It's not about the results, it's about the method.
My eternal duty is to serve Amit. I was simply following her orders. I know when I've met my match. Fate must truly have grand designs for you, young wizard. Just do not be a fool and tempt her.
Yeah, so what, like 30 minutes? 30 minutes House of Scales run, pretty easy. Especially considering we're soloing it and we spent 2 hours on Moh'larz. Actually, it's more like an hour and a half. I got to him like 30 minutes in. Yeah, and the amount of time that it took us to get to Moh'larz, we're already gonna beat House of Scales. Man, Moh'larz is the worst. I hate that guy. Oh, actually, we do need, because she has Pit Viper minions, so we do need Hydra.
For you to join the ranks of my army. Good thing, because I'm starving. Who's first? What's this? Another recruit? Get in line behind the other soon-to-be condemned souls. Wait, you're mortal. I see what's going on here. Tisk tisk. Silly wizard. Mortals can't be judged. Never fear. I'll have that soul out and ready for judgment in no time.
Silly wizard. Souls over crocs. Alright. Well, since we're kind of just breezing through this, I'm actually gonna do a quick BRB. Because 25 minutes in, I don't want to finish House of Scales in 30 minutes. That would be kind of weird. So even if it's just like 31, I'll be back in like a minute. And also use the bathroom and grab another drink. My throat's a little sore today. Alright, I'm back. Do we think that I can beat Amma the Devourer first try? I honestly don't know because I don't even remember her cheats. At this level, maybe, because I am finding at the appropriate level it might be a bit deal. So at the end of every round, she casts a spell to deal 300 death damage to herself or one of her pit vipers, and then heal herself for 100% of the damage dealt. Oh, right, take this down. Negative healing terms not effective. Okay, so whatever. All the pit vipers have been defeated, this cheat will not be triggered. I mean, if every second round she'll cast a 0 pip judgment on a random wizard which deals 1,000 balance damage. Okay, well that could be a bit tedious. Still, she has 8,000 health. That is quite a bit, actually. When Pit Viper has low health, it may cast Brilliant Light followed by Sap health, which deals... Okay, so that deals damage to the minion. And cast negative charms. Okay, so biggest thing is that every second round chooses Judgment, which is way more fair than Moh'larz's one. That's not literally every round. So actually, yeah, we should have no problem thinking this. It's just 1,000 damage, which means it'll be 600 each time. Perfect, we have all of our blades up too. First turn. Yeah, if Moh'larz had a cheat like this, he would have been no issue either. It's just because of the every round thing that made him so difficult. Yeah, with her, she should do barely any damage to us. So we should have no problem one-shotting her and all of her minions at the same time. Yeah, hardest part about this fight should just be sitting through the super long animations of her using all of her cheats. Go for regular blade. Yeah, so it should do 600 because of our 40% resist. Yep, okay. 600 damage, that gives us like 6 turns. Well, 6 rotations of that, so 12 turns. We should be able to finish this in like 5, essentially. Throw up the 3 blades, then hopefully both of the feints, and then that'll be enough. I think. Especially if a crit. Yeah, we don't even need to worry about the minions actually, because she's dealing damage to them for us. Actually, no, we'll throw up the feints first when we get them. Because we might have to hit once you have 2 feints on her, because her health actually is going down a little bit faster than I expected, and she'll hit us again next turn. Okay. She got a critical on whatever that was. Yeah, 526. $600 plus 30% is a little bit, actually. Nice. She got rid of the shield for us. Perfect. Okay, well, we didn't get our feint, so I think I actually might throw up a Veiling here. Because we're taking damage, but at the same time, because of how inconsistent it is, we should be able to heal. And this little healing trap will only take up the first tick of the overtime. Oh, wait, did that say she crit? That... I might have must have missed it. I don't think she can crit with that. Okay, it's using Judgment, not Judgment, Ra, and it's using... Okay, so this minus 40% will actually be a big deal. Yeah, the minus 40% is the biggest part about that. Oh, okay. So at least behind an overtime. Yeah, with that minus 40%, I don't know what we're gonna do here. Especially with that overtime on as well. I have no idea which one we should use. I should go for a Veiling again. Probably. So we didn't even critical heal the first time. We are really unlucky with winning this coin flip on Availing Hands. Or just in general. Yeah, again, no critical heal, which is unfortunate. Still, they're out of pips pretty much, and this does keep us in it. For another round at least. So let's see. Yeah, if we've been able to critical heal, maybe. Also, we don't even have Hydra in hand, so we'll need to discard some stuff in order to be able to get it out. Let's see. Well, I think we'll be able to hit next turn, and if we do, then we'll just be able to kill the minions at least. Maybe not actually, with this weakness on us, I have no idea. Let's see if we have some better hand luck, we could just do the same thing again. Okay, never mind, we can't even hit. We're low on pips, I forgot about that. So we'll toss this out. Yeah, I think no matter what, I'm dead here. Yeah, I think actually I am dead. That's unfortunate. I think same strategy, but if I had like critical healing on that at any point, it would have been better off there. Because the 600 would have made a big difference. Because that'd be like 1600 now, which would be like 2 rotations of this cheat attack. In comparison to barely anything. Yeah, so he's gonna hit me, I'm gonna have 200 left. That's not good. Yeah, and these guys have enough pips now to actually kill me. So that's unfortunate. Okay, so we did get the critical. Even adding on top of our blades, that minus 40 is killing us. Yeah, so she's definitely not dead, but the minions are. More than likely thanks to her cheat. Oh, and for scarecrow. Interesting. Yeah, we need to go for reshuffle here, if anything. So yeah, with her cheat, she's gonna kill us. Yeah, so either better luck on the draws or better luck on our critical chances, and this will be done soon. Meantime, we need more potions. So let's just head back to Wizard City real quick, and we'll grab those. Although if the minions don't respawn, we'll just go for the judgment and kill her. Biggest thing was needing to save up for a Hydra. That was the biggest thing killing us there. On top of that, Arc 2 is filled with balance enemies for some reason. I mention that constantly, and because it's going to keep coming up too. There are just balance enemies everywhere in anything Arc 2 related. Yeah, the most killer thing about this is going to be the walk back though. Still, especially if the minions don't respawn, this will be no issue to just judgment her to death. Next, the 2 feints, plus the hex, plus blades, whatever, with like 1 judgment, and she's dead for sure. Yeah, so we should throw in some monstrosities. Just some more. Although I am a little bit curious. Okay, so we got the Rebirth Breaker and the Wrath of Anubis staff. I am kind of hoping for a better ring or a theme while we're here though. That would definitely be cool. We've missed out on chances for stone skeleton keys and other things like that, so it'd be cool to get those. Yeah, so we might as well feed these while we're on our way back over there. Which direction is it? It's this way. Yeah, that's the thing. Biggest thing is that walk back there. It's annoying. But these are also kind of cool stitch ones, but they're very specific on them. Like, they're not very easy to fit into a lot of different stitches. So I personally tend to just get rid of them as soon as I grab one. Oh cool, there aren't any minions this time. So none of her weird cheats, none of that. It'll just be me taking 1000 damage. Or 600 damage from her judgments every 2 turns. cool. So I'll just throw down Feint immediately. She'll probably hit me with a regular attack like she did before. And then hopefully that'll help get rid of that trap so we don't have to take extra damage. Cool. Okay, so she did literally the same thing as she did the first time before. Lord of Night first turn. Well, she did get the crit, so lucky her. But it's not going to be that big of a deal. Because this time we have a huge advantage in regards to that. We have all the setup we need. But yeah. It's been joked about before, but Tower of the Elephant is going to be, if I actually did attempt Tower of the Elephant for the ring or the Athame or anything, really, it's just a worse version of the Moh'larz fight. So yeah, we're not going to be attempting that. Not right now. I'm pretty sure Tower of the Elephant is not feasible with just one person. I'm going to go on a limb and just say it cannot be done. I'm sure somebody can do it, but definitely not me. Actually, let me see. Has anyone done it before? Let's see. Well, apparently a death level 70 has managed to solo it. Yeah, so it looks like it's probably mostly viable with death. Yeah, like anything in this game, the soloing is only really viable with the death character. It's possible with death, that's it. So yeah. Beyond that though, I'm not sure how we would get past Irvin. Potentially Lion would be doable, although I think he has like 25,000 HP, doesn't he? He has a lot. I feel like his cheats are easier than theirs are. Yeah, he has 18,000, which is like Azteca level in terms of health. So yeah, there's no way. There's no way we could beat that guy. So at the end of every round, he'll summon a minion version of himself. If all minions are defeated, he will once again summon at the end of each round. The minions are myth, so they have earthquakes. They also have myth imps, so they can dispel your life and death hits. Man, Lionel Striker is also pretty nutty in terms of what he can do. Alright. Oh, if you use a trap or a prism on him, he would use Cleanse Ward and interrupt cast and summon 2 Lionel Striker minions.
I yield. All I wanted was to be something more than just a pawn in the natural balance. Don't you judge me.
Yeah, we got like the tier 3 boots. That's annoying. It would have been cool if we could have gotten the tier 1 boots and just had that instead of the waterworks ones, but whatever.
My rebellion is over. I will disband my army and return to my given role. Baruti will restore the Manda souls to their bodies.
Okay, so yeah, apparently Lionel Striker is actually also very similar, because he will summon out minions every time, minions that can use Earthquake. But then, once he has 3 minions out, he will cheat cast at the beginning of every round a blizzard that does 750 to 790 damage. And for what? What do we even get from him? A ring? We get rings and Athames, I think, from this guy. Like, I believe he used to give out the best ring or something. But I'm looking at them and I'm not seeing anything particularly good. Oh, he has a good universal ring, I guess. Is that it? The Orate band? Yeah, the rest of the stuff is just generic Celestia trash. Yeah, I mean, it's a decent enough ring, I suppose. Or like universal. It's 2 damage better than the one I have currently. But that one doesn't even give energy, so it's not even particularly better than that. Alright.
Oh, Sekhmet is going to be so displeased with me. Who is Sekhmet, you ask? Oh, you'll meet her soon enough.
Yeah, we don't have enough crowns. So yeah, that was House of Scales at least. And House of Scales is done. So we will go ahead and leave. Yeah, so with that in mind, we don't really have much else we can do here. I mean, like, I might grab this in advance. Well, some of the things I have. So, let's see. We should be coming up on level 70, and I have some gear here that I can use in the meantime. Specifically, I'm thinking of this. So this is the Admiral's boarding hook. This is the level 70 Sinbad wand. It's universal, and I actually got really lucky and I got it before. And I used that on a previous character, and so I just transferred it over to this one. Do I have anything else for level 70? I have this for level 66, but that's worse than what I have on. Let's see. Speaking of, I need to finish my Dragoon hat at some point. I don't think I actually finished it. I think I just left it at Vanguard. Let's see. I have so much stuff saved up for this. Alright. Anything? Not really. Yes, yeah, even at level 70, we don't really have much to use here. No, but that one is good stitch gear. But yeah, beyond that, I think we're good. I could wear this, though. I could wear this savory set. That'd be funny. Yeah, so this is the gear you get from Ixcax Cursed Wing. As you can see, the stats are low, like lower than what I have right now, but it's also universal. And that's the biggest appeal to it. So if you're going to be using just shadow spells, this would have been like the best gear at level 90. Yeah, beyond that, besides switching over to our Admiral boarding hook in a few levels, I feel like that's it. Okay, cool. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and head back to Celestia for a bit. Oh wait, we need to talk to Alima in Upper Zigzag. My bad. We have to finish the quest line first. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, I think after this we'll head back to Celestia for a little bit before we call it here. Well, before we call it.
You're back! You restored the Mander souls to their rightful mortal bodies? And what of Ammit the Devourer? While I'm glad to hear Ammit will return to her duties and restore the natural balance, her parting message sounds foreboding. I'm sure we'll discover the meaning of it soon enough. Honestly, how long could it take for a prophetic statement like that to come to light?
That's a good question. Did it ever come to light? I feel like Sekhmet is actually in the game. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we still haven't actually found Sekhmet.
In the meantime, can you give this copy of my research to Alhazred? Oh, and tell him thanks for sending such great help.
Yeah, so that's actually the cool thing about this was originally back when Arc 4 was being teased. A lot of people were speculating that this would actually be what it was about, which would have been cool. It would have been really cool if it was actually about this storyline being continued. But no, it went in a totally different direction. So who knows when this is going to be wrapped up in a little bow.
Young wizard, the troubling winds that whipped round in my visions have abated. I sense you bring good tidings from Upper Zigzag. I am most pleased to hear you were able to not only preserve the natural balance of the spiral, but also the safety of my dear Alima. Your skills in wizardry have progressed impressively. It is good to know I have such a powerful ally at my disposal. Now, if you'll excuse me, I simply can't wait to pore over Alima's research.
As for that, want to hop on a Discord call? No. I don't believe you're actually new here as well. Do I know you from somewhere? Cryptic ding? Well, welcome though. Yeah, no. Do not recognize you from anywhere. So yeah, originally I was thinking maybe we would actually continue on to Celestia. But now that I think about it, I think I actually want to wrap this up here and maybe stitch this together so that we can have all three of these little side dungeon bits separate. Well, while I can also go back to my work today, since I am a little bit off schedule. So yeah, very short stream today, but we might be back later for more of something else. I don't know. I'll play it by ear and figure it out. It's a very strange time for me right now, planning this stuff out. So yeah. As for that, thank you to anyone who might have been joining me, and everyone who watched and whatever else. And I hope to catch you all with actually being with Celestia next time. Like, with me having Waterworks boots and everything. I need to do it, like, off-stream. I need to just get those boots. And then we'll be back for Celestia at some point. Until then, though, I hope you all have a very nice day, and goodbye.